Hey, greetings everybody, Gleekon here again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. We last left off, we've been reading a few chapters of Arthas Rise of the Lich King. We've been kind of doing the on-again, off-again relationship of Jaina and Arthas, and really nothing major has happened. We've sort of caught up to the beginning of the Third War. Yeah, nothing major. Just some kind of warning signs. So we're now officially starting our second chapter of Chronicles 3. I think there's either 7 or 8 in this one. I want to say 7. This is the second one, and this is the one that's going to span. We're gonna journey along with this one as we complete the third game. The first, not counting the expansion. Chapter 3 is the Frozen Throne expansion. So it seems, based on this picture, that this third war is about the demons coming to Azeroth, because it might be hard to see in my image, but I kind of looked close in person, and this looks like maybe killed Jaden. It looks like a demon of what do they call them? Not Draenei, but whatever that race, whatever they were called before they became the Draenei, when they were still red. I don't know why that's eluding me right now. So that makes me think it could be it's Kill Jaden or it's the other one. We got massive armies. It looks like we've got Horde banners and Alliance banners. So both Horde and Alliance are joining together. That's Malfurion Stormrage being awesome. He's got some kind of cool horn. Looks like this is the World Tree at Mount Hyjal. And that this is what they're trying to do. Because you know that's what they want. We read that. Well, I'm not sure if we read that. I can't remember what we've read and what I've read on my own. But there is a Well of Eternity there, another one. And so he's either probably come from that one or he wants to get it so he can try to get the... Oh, gosh. Man, my brain is just wiped on all the names right now. The main evil guy. The one that is the head of the whole Burning Legion. I don't know. I'm sure we'll catch up here. All right. So this chapter 2 is called The Third War. Stay a while and listen to this episode. It's called The Scourge or Scourge. I'm always never sure how to say that. Scourge or Scourge. I usually end up saying Scourge, but The Scourge of Lordaeron. In Lordaeron, the plague of undeath continued to spread. Healing salves and potions had little effect on the disease. Not even local priests could ease the victim's suffering with holy magic unless they treated the infection in its earliest stages. Reports of the plague soon reached Lordaeron's capital, but no one knew what to make of them. Disease was not rare, especially in the wake of the Second War. Lordaeron's population had suffered through many bouts of famine and sickness. King Tyrannus Menethil II demanded more information before he would commit resources to investigating the plague. He was loath to send soldiers to quarantine villages when there were liberated orcs on the loose in other areas of the kingdom. In his eyes, the Horde was the more immediate danger. The plague soon claimed its first lives in Lordaeron. Friends and family grieved over the victims, unaware that it would not be the last time they would see their loved ones. Had death been the end, it would have been a mercy. The number of deaths increased, and reports of strange occurrences spread to the far corners of Lordaeron. Some said that the bodies of plague victims were disappearing overnight. Others claimed that the dead were rising from their graves as mindless walking corpses. Though these tales seemed outlandish, they were true. The final symptom of the plague was taking effect. Victims were rising into undeath as zombies enslaved to the Lich King's will. Kel'Thuzad watched the Eastwield's doom unfold with cold approval. He believed he had sacrificed more than most to bring the Lich King's grand designs to fruition. A fearsome army was forming before his eyes, one composed of undead minions and the Cult of the Damned's fanatical members. Kel'Thuzad named this force the Scourge, for it would act as the flail with which the Lich King would scour the whole of Lordaeron and bring humanity to its knees. The Scourge. In the months ahead, the name Scourge would come to define all who served the Lich King. The Scourge. I hate it. I can't. It's harder for me to say Scourge. I don't know why. But Scourge doesn't sound as good. The Scourge. The Scourge. Yeah. All right, so dang it, I'm just bummed. Not Manaroth. Manaroth is the other like the big lieutenant with the beast-like form. Kill Jaden. I can't even remember the other guy that's equal to Kill Jaden. I cannot believe it just happens, you know. You work all day, come get to the end of the day, and then sometimes your brain is just fried, I guess. It sounds like a lame excuse, but okay. I guess just watch one of the previous episodes. I'm sure we'll do it again soon too. And I'm gonna immediately have to go look it up as soon as this episode's over. Okay, so we didn't learn any of that, but we did kind of see what we already knew was going to happen. And that puts us about, because in the chapter we just read, Menethil did commit a little bit, his son in a small squad. So, I mean, I feel like we're probably right around this, maybe a pinch past it in the book we just read, but definitely not before it. All right, we got another episode in the pipe, 5x5. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm ready to dive into this chapter. Thanks so much for watching and listening. I appreciate you, and I will see you next time on Lore of Warcraft.